Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Christopher Gasper. Well, Chris, we all know that Game 4 was tragique from the Bruins' point of view, and Claude blowing a 3-0 lead. That's why it's 2-2 for tonight rather than 3-1. Do you think that there will be, to borrow a movie phrase, a hangover after that game?
From the Bruins, I don't, because I think this is a different bunch of guys, Bob. I think they've shown some resolve that this team had not shown in the past. I think they showed in that Montreal series. I think they also showed in the Philly series in Game 2 when they got down 2-0. I think it's a different group in the room, as they like to say in
hockey. As Claude would say to his French-speaking friends, d'accord. And I had a little chat with Peter Chiarelli, not to pull any name-dropping or anything, before the game the other day, but I did because they sit in the press box with us. And he pointed out that he thinks the team's great calling card this year has been resiliency, both in the short run in games and in the long run. Okay, so here's one in the long run. This is bouncing back from game to game, bouncing back from a bad happening and transforming things around. I agree with you. There are too many guys who were not part of last year's collapse, number one. And I just don't think game to game that it has anything to do with anything. What it has to do with is executing and doing what they can't play the way they played in the second period.
The two games
but they're not going to play.
Bob, you look at both of those games, and there were disastrous 3-goal stretches. Game 1, they had the awful 85 seconds.
Yes, right.
In Game 1, in that first period, and then you had this stretch here in the second period.
3:58.
So really, those are the two games that Tampa's won in the series. So if you're the Bruins, if you can stop from making colossal errors, you have a pretty good chance of winning the series.
Oh yeah, of course, and you know the classic turnovers that you can't have and all that stuff. Maybe relatively soft goal, although I certainly am not going to begin to in any way to chastise Thomas for the way he's played. But it would have been so nice to be 3-1, even though it wouldn't have guaranteed anything. Chris, my feeling after watching these two teams, and also looking at the other series as well, is that there's phenomenal parity of all the teams that were in the playoffs, almost without exception, including the Blackhawks on the other side, and that maybe Vancouver's a little bit better than everybody else playing their best game. If they bring their A and everybody brings their A, they win. But the rest of them, I'm looking 7 here. I really am. I just think these two teams are evenly matched.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think it will definitely go 7. I think you hit on a very good point there. There's been no carryover from game to game in this series, and I don't expect that to be the case today.
No, I don't think so either. So we're looking forward to it. It's been fun. There have been a lot of good things. We discovered a Seguin. We got a Bergeron. Here's what I'm going to warn you, though. I keep saying Stamkos is going to break loose, and that's what I would say. That beware of Stamkos. He's going to get some goals.